Last question to win $1 million. Which of these places has the highest prevalence of myopia in the world for kids? A. United States. B. Singapore. C. Hong Kong. D. India. Congratulations, you have won your $1 million. Well, winning $1 million may sound a lot to you. What surprised us as a sight team is the shocking fact of Hong Kong having the highest prevalence of myopia across the globe for our 6-year-old kids. And when we looked deeper, and then we found out not just for myopia, but also for other refractive errors like hyperopia. They also showed a rising trend among students of local primary school. The situation may get worse when high myopia is developed. In fact, many studies have shown that refractive errors may lead to higher risk of developing other vision-threatening pathologies, such as cataract, glaucoma, retinal detachment, and even may ultimately lead to irreversible vision loss if it's not treated properly. As a sight team in ENGG4930C, we noticed this phenomenon. Due to limitations of resources, we defined two main problems that we can solve so that it may contribute to improving this ultimate and scary phenomenon. Namely, lacking accessibility to their own eye data and lacking education on how to take care of their eyes. We also came up with 3 objectives to measure our progress to solve the defined questions. 1. Improve parents' accessibility of their kids' eye data. 2. Improve parents' intuition of their kids' eye data. 3. Educate parents and kids about the importance of eye health. We wanted to create a solution targeting at parents who have kids aging from 3 to 8. We also cooperate with different partners like an optician and social worker to make our solution more comprehensive.
Usually in Hong Kong, after an eye checkup, we get back a piece of paper like this. Looking at the scribbly numbers on the paper, a few questions pop up in our mind. What do these numbers mean? Did my myopia become more serious? But there's no way to know the answer, and we probably throw away the paper afterwards. To solve this problem, 4C provides a function to record and explain your eye checkup record. We use a chart and easy-to-understand text to transform numbers into meaningful advice and explanation, like how has your myopia changed compared to last year and how serious it is. It will also inform you of potential eye diseases. The shape and color of the area chart encodes the degree of refractive error. Green means low to mild refractive error. The redder it is, the more serious the error is. For the professional side, having a long-term record of the customers can help professionals assess their customers' eye health more comprehensively. On top of the data, 4C also lists out some relevant information of the customers, like their occupation and age. It also follows the naming convention used by professionals to facilitate data input and understanding. The strength of this function is that it is easy to understand and it is good at keeping a long-term record. However, it takes some time to see the benefits as it relies on user input data. 4C provides education materials including articles, recipes, and eye exercises to help you develop an eye health habit and learn how to protect your eyes properly. This is one of the articles. As you can see, there is a play button. This is because we include a recording for every article. Now you can rest your eyes while gaining new knowledge about your eyes. For the recipe, on top of ingredients and steps, we also include nutrient information of the main ingredients. That way, you can come up with your own recipe to protect your eyes. The strength of this function is that by using audio content, we can encourage users to reduce screen time. The current limitation is that they are mostly summary from second-hand resources. For the eye exercises, you can relax your eyes by following our audio instructions. They are short and easy to follow. They are 20 seconds long each, and you can choose when and where to do them. To further increase the enjoyment of eye exercises, we added some 3D audio effects and relaxing background music. For example, if the instruction is look to the left for 10 seconds, you can feel the audio coming from the left. The current limitation is that it requires your headphones to enjoy the full effects. If you still have problems in mind and would like to receive some professional advice, you can use this function to send your problems to a professional. You can also fill other people's questions and the response from professionals here. The strength is that you can get professional advice. The current limitation is the lack of professional users. For the achievement, you can complete some tasks to earn a prize. This provides an incentive to build up eye care habits. Some examples of the tasks are listening to one article and doing one exercise. For the prize, our partner generously provides us with some free eyeglasses lenses. The current limitation is the limited support from local eye stores. We first started working on this project in fall 2019. We used Sketch to design prototype of our core functions, which include collecting and presenting data, patient-doctor connection, and education advice. Then, after we started this term, we made some basic wire diagrams using hand drawings and PowerPoint, which also include the idea we have generated at the beginning. After our ideas started becoming more solid, we put them down in Figma. Meanwhile, we also started developing the skeleton of our application. In addition, we all put down our education ideas with simple visual in a PowerPoint and continue improving them together. We took that Figma prototype and education ideas to our partners and got their feedback. For the data recording and visualization part, it is advised to follow the naming convention used by professionals and added a field for visual equity. Our partner would also like a cleaner look for customers' record in the professional side. For the education part, our partner would like to have more interaction with user by answering their questions. Our partner commented that the self-eye test can be a game with random test questions. It is advised to use more audio content in order to reduce screen time. We use this feedback to make the necessary changes to our prototype and continue the app development also regarding this feedback. For the data recording and visualization part, we discarded the chart in professional side and added more information. For the educational part, we discarded the self-eye test, we added the Q&A session and changed the tips to articles. We also added recording to read articles and eye exercises instructions. We are working to make our functional application as similar to our Figma prototype after feedback.
So what are the technologies behind our products? As we are developing our mobile application, we decided to go with using React Native, which is an open source cross-platform development framework developed by Facebook. As it's open source, we are also using community-developed libraries to aid our application. The reasons we are using React Native are the prior experience of our team members and its ability to both create an iOS and an Android application with the same code. To handle the storage of data generated by the users, we decided to use Amazon Web Services' relational database service, which stores data in MySQL framework. Lastly, to easily implement the connections between our application and the database, we are using AWS Lambda and microframework shells to create REST APIs for our application. The reasons why we are using AV is its cost efficiency and its documentation support.
Now I will introduce how to use our prototype. This is the first page of our application. You can log in here. You can also create a new account here. First of all, you need to pick the type of account. Let's take a look at the professional side first. After filling in all the necessary details, it will take you to the main menu. You can see all your customer profiles here. You can also create a new profile for a customer. By searching a customer or clicking in the name, it will take you to an individual profile. You can click on the circle or the arrow sign to view the records from a different type. You can also input data and view other data here. For the normal user, if a profile is already created in the professional side, they can transfer data to this account. This is the main menu. You can see the daily tasks here. The button takes you to education material. This first button takes you to articles, a recipe menu. You can click the play button to listen to this article. The link at the bottom states the source of further reading material. The second button takes you to Q&A with Professional, where you can click on a post to fill the details or write your own question. The third button takes you to our exercise. When you click on one of the exercise, it will close the monitor and play the audio instruction. The final button takes you to the achievement page. You can exchange for prizes and view how many tasks away from a prize you are. Back to the main menu, you can view your record by clicking this button. Similar to the professional side, you can change the date with the circle or the arrow. By clicking the eye icon, you can view the data of the other eye. There is a tutorial page on further explanation of the area chart. You can also view eyeglasses prescription and details record here. You can enter the data here. By clicking this button, you can see the contact details of professionals who have entered the data for you. You can also set the permission to determine which professional can access your record. Finally, you can create a family account by clicking in the final button.
So what were the problems that we have faced during the design cycle? The design process was fun but also not very easy. One of our primary problems was that we thought divergently most of the time, and this resulted in too many ideas that we wanted to implement. The ideas were not bad, but it was hard to put all of them into our application in a user experience friendly way. One of the other problems that we have faced was because of the COVID-19 situation. We didn't meet with our partners and our teammates in person. This probably affected the efficiency of our design thinking and feedback process. Again, because of the special condition of this semester and as our members were in different time zones, it was sometimes hard to arrange meetings. After prototyping with Figma, we also faced the problem of our application not working as expected design-wise. But as this was predicted, we tried to calmly overcome this.
We'll extend a project and further implement it this summer. There are 4 key things we want to achieve during the summer. First, to make our app available on Google Play Store. Then, using connection from our partners to gather a parent test group of around 100 people. On top of that, we will also strengthen our app's promotions in social media, as well as seeking cooperations with eye care professionals in the near future.